Hey guys, I'm back again with another theory entitled Puck Knows About Return by Death. Now this theory was actually thought of by a user called Emilia x Subaru on the ReZero Discord. So let's get into the video. So the theory is exactly what it says on the tin. It's the idea that Puck knows about return by death as a concept. Now let me elaborate this a bit more because some of you might get confused. It's the idea that Puck knows about return by death, but he doesn't know Subaru has returned by death, and these two things can be true at once. This theory is based off a line which is stated in light novel 12 of the ReZero series, and this is when Subaru sees the unthinkable present and he sees Reinhard and Puck fight, and during this conversation Puck says something that is really unusual. Now this line is actually cut in the anime, and you would only know about this line if you've read the light novel. Above is the extract which actually refers to this theory. Is the idea that Puck states that Emilia will sleep for eternity and that Subaru and Puck is the reason why Emilia died, and as per his contract he's going to freeze the world. Reinhard then asks for clarification, and then Puck responds with a really weird statement, and he states, "I knew you would try to prevent me from destroying the world, but if I do not do this, that girl cannot be saved." The reason why this is interesting is because Puck not only stated that Emilia will sleep for eternity, he then goes on to contradict himself by stating that the girl, referring to Emilia, can be saved. Now that makes no sense unless Puck is aware of a mechanism or technique that could return stuff back to normal, to a state where everyone is alive, of course referring to return by death. Now of course this event takes place post episode 15 of season 1, where Subaru has already been killed. If Puck knew that Subaru had returned by death, he would no longer need a reason to freeze the world because he's already killed Subaru, therefore making the world go back to normal to a time where Emilia would be alive. So he's destroying the world obviously to kill the person that has returned by death. Since Puck doesn't know who has returned by death, when Emilia dies, this contract will trigger, which will turn him into an area of effect machine that essentially nukes the nearby cities, hopefully killing the return by death user, who turns out to be Subaru. And that actually does happen every time Emilia does die in most cases. Puck immediately goes into God mode and essentially kills Subaru, so his strategy does work. However, this theory now goes into a deeper level which may even involve Echidna. As we know, Echidna had created Puck, and Puck is an artificial spirit, and what Puck actually does is when he speaks about oath, he uses the same exact word that he uses when he refers to the contract he has with Echidna in Bonds of Ice. So it may be that Emilia dying and the resulting contract which requires Puck to destroy the world to kill Subaru to trigger return by death might have been orchestrated by Echidna. Now of course Subaru has just recently been summoned into the ReZero world, so that means Echidna must have known Subaru would have arrived and put this mechanism in place hundreds of years ago. Of course, one explanation to this might be due to the fact that Echidna of course has the Book of Wisdom which can tell the future. I'm not sure though, let me know what you think, because this is pretty out there, but it's really strange how Puck states that he can save Emilia by destroying the world. I actually told Father Bubbas, the king of Puck, about this theory, and this is what he had to say about it. Please let me know what you think about this theory. Does Puck know about return by death? Is Echidna involved somehow? Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time.